Have you always wondered how to get to the magical, mystical six-figure salary level? We're going to debunk the myths, share how to get there, and even give you a cheat code and more. So, let's go. Have you always wanted a six-figure salary? Well, if you're not there yet, we're going to share how folks reach six figures in this video. But what's the big deal about a six-figure salary anyway? We've been programmed from a young age to think having a six-figure salary is an ultimate goal or a rite of passage or some psychological hurdle we must all strive for. Now, there's nothing forcing us to get to six figures, but for those that do reach the six-figure level, making more money definitely allows for a better lifestyle and more flexible life choices. And while getting to a six-figure salary is still a goal for many, it's not quite the unique or rare thing it once was. So let's assume you still want to get to six figures. How do you do it? Well, I can certainly tell you some of the myths to reaching six figures, like your dad needs to own the company you work for, or you must put in 100-hour weeks. Both of these are wrong. But here are the two approaches most do take to reach a six-figure income. Number one, you can either change your career to one that more commonly pays six figures. For example, into sales, or becoming a real estate broker, or a tradesperson like an electrician, a plumber. But most of you will want to do number two. You can stay in your current profession and do what is needed to increase your level of job within your industry. Why is increasing your job level required? Well, if you don't go up levels, you'll have to live with only small annual raises, maybe 2 or 3% a year, and this is unlikely to lead to a six-figure income. But if you increase job levels, in other words, get promoted, you could see your income increase 8%, 10%, 15, 20, maybe 30% or more in a single promotion. There is a ton of power in getting promoted. In addition to more salary, you might begin getting a sizable bonus or even valuable equity in your company. In addition to moving up levels, you can also consider leaving your current employer if you find another company that values your skills more and is willing to pay you more for them. In fact, Forbes did a study and found that those that change jobs every 2 years made 50% more income than those that do not. Now be careful with this. You don't want to do this too many times or you will be branded a job jumper, where companies refuse to make you offers and you'll get stuck in the company that you're in. But what I've found to be the most powerful way to increase your salary is to combine an increase in job level with a change in company. Do this several times and your income can really start to compound. I've been fortunate to see my own salary increase immediately by 40%, sometimes 50%, when I've moved to a new company and also included a job level increase. So let's talk about how folks get promoted and reach six figures. First, it's important to note the power in the particular industry you choose, as well as the location you choose to live. For example, if you were in a high-tech role and lived in California, both of these choices could have a huge impact on the level of salary you can expect to be paid. And in this case, those will both be quite high. But for this video, we're going to put aside your industry and location choices and focus on how to increase your job level, which is the best way to get to six figures. And you'll be surprised at how much of this is really in your control. By the way, if you've got some cool alternative ways to get promoted or want to share your promotion story, share your thoughts in the comments below so that you can help everyone else here get a little smarter based on what you know. So did you know that there is an often overlooked prerequisite to getting promoted? That's right. It's called the TOPS process, TOPS. And I'd be willing to bet that no one has shared this with you before now. So the TOPS process stands for the 4 steps you need to be ready for to justify getting that promotion. So first, the T stands for training and development. But before you roll your eyes at me, here's the trick. You need to not only have the training and development for your current job, but the next level job as well. This is where most people go wrong. If they work on training and development at all, they only do it for their current level. By gaining the training and development for the next level as well, this is how you justify your readiness for the next level. We're next going to jump over the O for a second and jump straight to the P in the TOPS process. And that P stands for performance at the next level. Just as with training, you need to have performance that is already substantially at the next level in order to be ready for that promotion. So for example, if you're a supervisor and want to get to manager, you want to have both the training and development and performance that is substantially at the next level. In this case, the level of manager. Next up, we're going to jump to the S, which stands for successor. You see, in order for you to make a smooth transition into a higher level role, someone needs to be ready to step in and take on the work that you currently do. By the way, not having a ready successor is one of the most common reasons folks are not promoted, because there may not be someone else that can effectively do their job. They've become that quote unquote magic person. While it may seem logical that being a magic person is good for job security, it's actually quite negative for you getting promoted. Now, some of you might say that succession is the job of your manager, and to that, I say hogwash. You prove you are ready for the next level when you are able to effectively develop someone on your team to become your successor, or you develop processes that can help automate much of your job. This frees you up to take on the next level. So don't wait for your boss to do it, because they often won't. Now, the best news in all of this is that the T, P, and S in the TOPS process are all largely in your control. However, the last one is not in your control, and that is the O. O stands for opportunity at the next level. So if you're trying to get to manager, there would need to be a manager level opportunity open for you to even be considered. O is in your company's control and not yours. But perhaps the most important part of the TOPS process is that you want to complete the T, P, and S before an opportunity opens up, not after. If you wait to complete the T, P, and S until after a job opens up, it's already too late. You'll have to wait for the next train to arrive at the station. But for those that complete the T, P, and S now, you will be ready the moment the next opportunity opens up. So you've completed the prerequisite for promotion. What else do you need to do? You need to deliver massive amounts of value to your team and company, all of which can be attached to your professional brand, making you far more valuable in your industry. So what if I told you there was a cheat code to delivering this massive amount of value? It would be like jumping levels in a video game, yet it would be in real life. And you don't need to get into any sort of trouble using this cheat code. In fact, you'll be praised by your leadership for finding it and putting it into practice. So would you believe me that such a cheat code even exists? Well, it does. And it's a process called benchmarking. Benchmarking is so unbelievably powerful. I'm often scratching my head why more people don't do this. In just a matter of minutes, you can benchmark the very best practices in your industry and immediately learn what the most successful folks in your industry do to deliver the very best performance. In other words, how to deliver massive value. These best practices are the cheat code, and they are out there and available right now. Now, I'll share some great approaches to benchmarking in the free training in the description, but let me tell you that more than half the value that I've delivered in my career, now measured at several $100 million, half of it can be attributed to just using benchmarking. You might want to do the same. I've got so much more in delivering massive value for teams of people and how to get that massive value attached to your professional brand and more. But we just don't have the time for it in this video. So if you want to see how I went from $22,000 a year to over $600,000 a year, you definitely want to check out this video next, and I'll see you there in just a second.